Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Our episode is for those dreaming of buying a house here in Canada. Meron pong balitang lumabas. Ang sabi, in some parts of Canada, ang sweldong 100 plus K, $115,000 to be exact, hindi na raw sapat sa mga panahon ngayon para makabili ng bahay. Gaano na ba kalaki dapat ang sweldo para maka-afford ng bahay, ano? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan kasama. Hold on. Pasensya na kayo guys, dahil ako sa cellphone lang, wala akong laptop ngayon. Pero ang kasama natin ngayon, o, 'di ba? Ang tandem, ang mag-asawa, Kuya Puto and his Commander-in-Chief, Susan Mendoza. Both of them are mortgage specialists. O, 'di ba? Akala niyo si Kuya Puto, ini-interview kasi natin tungkol sa mga iba't ibang issue. But he is a licensed mortgage specialist, 'di ba? Pero ang bossing niya talaga si Ate Susan. Tama, Ate Susan.
He does a lot of the background work, so I am the face. But he is
Okay.
licensed, indeed. He is licensed, so he can operate and he can assist clients if
Iyan,
needed.
hello, and nice to see you two together for the first time, ah. Kuya Puto, okay ka ba dyan? Hindi, ano ka lang
Magbibihave
support?
daw siya.
I'll be on my best behavior. I
Ay,
promise.
okay, Ate Susan's email information ay nandyan po sa baba, gumagapang if you wanna get in touch with her. Okay, ito po ang pag-uusapan natin, Ate Susan. Totoo ba ito? I wanna get your insights. Well, both of you pala, no? This is a report from CBC News. Recently lang to, May. Okay? Ang sabi dito, why a salary of $115,000 isn't enough to purchase a house in some parts of Canada. There is an explanation, no, yung sa baba. Sabi daw kasi, since 2004, lower-end new home prices have risen by 265%. Pero ang sweldo basically hindi naka-keep up. Okay, yung pagtaas ng sweldo only grew by 76%. Is this true, Ate Susan? Parang 115K, saan hindi afford ng bahay pag ganito ang sweldo?
So that's true in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
So if we're gonna talk about the city, like the GTA, the Vancouver area, or just like 30 an hour minutes from the city, it would be close to impossible if it's a house that you're gonna be looking for. Pero since the condo housing is down, and they
Mhm.
may go down a little bit more, what, 10 to 15%, they say?
Sometimes 20%.
Okay.
So in 2022, let's say for example, yung matag si $600,000 in 2022, umapalo ng 450, 470, 430 ngayon. So that's 130,
Oh,
150 more difference, right? And some
okay.
of them, palo ng 390, right? So if it's
Okay.
condo, one bedroom, one bath, and a den, you might be able to buy a condo in the GTA or the city, considering the condo fees are not that high. So 115
Yeah.
should be okay. But for a family of four in one bedroom, would that be
Yun na nga eh.
enough, or is it gonna be a good decision, right?
Yeah. Are
Ano
you
sa inyo?
are you Kuya Puto, sige, may input ka Kuya Puto. Go ahead.
Ganito kasi yan.
Mm.
Yung mga tao, pag narinig Canada, right away, Toronto ang nasa isip nila.
Yeah.
All of Canada is not Toronto.
Or
Maraming parte
Vancouver.
ang Canada,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, karamihan ng tao, fixated sila to be in Toronto or the GTA. Unfortunately, kahit nagbagsakan na yung mga presyo ng real estate ngayon, it's still somewhat unaffordable for many people, right? Dahil yung income, it doesn't keep up with cost of living.
Yeah.
But the option na hindi nila tinitignan is to look outside of the GTA because fixated talaga yung mind nila to be in Toronto.
But in a lot
Yes.
of ways, it's hard. It's hard for them to move outside where they live because trabaho nila is like 5-10 minutes. They take the TTC, the bus.
Mhm.
Mahirap magpalit. So if ever they buy in a different place, paano nila i-give up trabaho nila? Paano sila ma-approve unless one
Yeah.
goes and one stays? And then still maapektuhan din kasi yung liability ng somebody's renting and somebody's pushing to get the mortgage, right? So mahirap
Right.
talaga. Um, yung
Report.
yung report na yan is it applies sa GTA because there's no $500,000 property GTA at detached. Even a semi-detached, probably in Scarborough area, 750, 780,
850, yeah.
850. But in Scarborough, may mga pumapalo ng mga tagsi 750, 690 home. Parang yung mga cottage style.
You're basically
Yeah.
looking at like 50-plus-year-old homes.
Right.
You might need to do a bunch of renovations on, right? It won't be ideal. Dahil
Right.
karamihan tao iisipin nila brand new house for 750. That does not exist, especially detached houses sa Toronto, di ba?
Yes,
Right.
so the 115 income annually can buy you probably within 5 to 520 or $530,000 single home with probably about 3,000 to 3,500 property tax. Pero kung condo pag-uusapan and there's additional condo fees, hindi pwede unless the property or the
Right.
condo sale is below 450 or 400.
And
So-
that's given na malinis kayo. Wala kayong utang,
Yeah,
tapos
wala
credit
kang
score nyo
issue sa
mataas.
credit.
Yeah.
Right.
Because think of it this way, let's say, malinis na 115, right? Pwede nang bumili. Tapos may kotse pala ng bayad is $600, right? $600 typically payment. Think of it this way. Every $100 payment on the liability aspect, take away about 12 to 15,000 on your approval.
Right.
So
Ang
6
laking bagay,
times,
ano? Yeah.
yeah. So magkano yun? 6
Okay.
times 15, so about $90,000. So kung may $600 kayo na payment from 500, naging 410, 420 na lang ang approval ninyo because of that car payment.
Takes a big
Yeah,
chunk out of your buying power.
And also, can we clarify, yung 115,000 na example dito, that's a combined household income. Pwede naman yun, di ba? Kunyari, mag-asawa sila bibili, combined
Oh,
income
yes.
nila yung pinag-uusapan dito. Hindi individual income na kailangan,
That's
right?
that's for the whole applicant. Kung
Yeah,
tatlo sila,
okay.
apat sila, 115. Because a lot of times, average income, let's say sa manufacturing, right? It's probably going to be $45,000, $50,000, $60,000 with overtime, or maybe 70. So you're going to have another income and another income probably. So yes,
Yeah.
nanay, tatay, even if they're on CPP old age, and if they're going to live with you and they have the capacity to help, they could be in the application given that they're clean and they don't have credit card.
Oo, okay.
Sometimes yung mga lolo-lola, may $30,000 sa credit card kasi nagamit for emergency. So it doesn't make sense to add them. But although
Right.
there's an income there.
Okay. I'm gonna put up another portion of the article. Kasi nabanggit ni Kuya Puto kanina, no, na this primarily is in the GTA. I assume also Vancouver. Yan naman yung madalas kahit several years ago, ito na talaga yung matataas ang presyo ng bahay. But this report is saying that it's actually the situation has spread beyond the GTA daw. Ito ba, nakuha ko ba? Hindi ko yata na-screen
Yeah,
grab,
that's
ano?
right.
Parang
Saka,
sinabi,
Athena,
dati daw lumalayo, okay, makakahanap. Pero ngayon kahit lumayo ka na ng konti, hindi ka na rin daw makakahanap. So where
ayun,
else
just na,
are houses, where else are houses affordable? Ano ba yan? Lalo na sa mga new immigrants, di ba?
So I'm gonna add this before I forget. So another aspect of why is it hard to buy when you have 115. Let's say you're getting ready to buy a house and you have 115 and you live in the GTA. Magkano ang rent mo? Dahil kung may
Yeah.
kotse ka pa, may ipagkain nyo pa and everything else that goes with it. So paano ka pang makakaipon kung
Yeah.
everything is going towards your living expense? So that's actually one of the factors. Unless somebody's really good saver or, pounding on the RSPs or any aspect of their down payment.
At 115,000 household income, para makaipon ka ng like proper down payment for a proper entry-level home, nowadays, that's almost impossible given the cost of living, di ba? So a lot of people, kung yun ang budget ninyo, really, the only option you have is to either wait and save up more or move out of the GTA.
Yeah.
Alam ko, sabi ng misis ko, it's not easy to do that because yung employment situation nga, di ba? But this is where I kind of disagree because I did it. I did it. Taga Toronto kaming dalawa. Dati pa to. Pero yung sweldo namin dati, hindi bagay doon sa presyo ng bahayan sa Toronto. So what did I do? Lumipat ako sa bundok.
Grabe ka naman, hindi naman
Probinsya.
bundok dyan, ha? Ang ganda ng area nyo.
Oo, lumipat kami sa probinsya because, you know, naka-align yung sweldo namin dati doon
Right.
sa cost of living, pero malayo sa Toronto, di ba? But we
Yeah.
made that sacrifice. And the
Right.
same can be said about today. Maybe it might be a little bit more challenging, but not impossible. Definitely not
Right.
impossible.
It's not
Oo.
impossible. Even sa, let's say, sa Vancouver area, right? There's like an hour away, like the Langley area, the Abbotsford area. May mga nakausap lang ako last week. They're thinking of downsizing. That's a different story. Downsizing and move to Abbotsford. And from $1 million in Vancouver, which is a detached home, they can find probably $500,000-$600,000, which they can get the money, right? Para maka-downsize sila. In terms of the GTH, Hamilton or Tri-City or sa area ninyo, you know, there's still houses that are in good sizes below 400, 300.
Yeah. Oo, totoo.
And in our area, 40 minutes away from Oakville, there's like 390 right now. And they used to be 550 2 years ago.
Oo, okay. O,
Mhm.
talagang
And it's a
lalayo ka lang talaga further. Kasi I guess I want to address the concerns of those who might, let's say, read this report. And then lalo na yung mga kababayan natin na nag-iipon pala ngayon and maybe they're feeling a little discouraged na, oh my gosh, makukuha pa ba namin yung goal namin na yan? So it's not entirely impossible, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Even
impossible.
with these.
Yeah, I want to
Oh.
give you an example. I'm actually working on a few deals here. Sometimes the lender questions like, "Oh, can they really do it? They're gonna commute an hour." I said, "There's a lot of people doing that now, changing their lifestyle." Because the good thing is in the GTH or the Hamilton Greater area, dinadagdagan na nila ng bus lines and everything.
Yeah.
So
Go train
no
lines.
train lines, so it's very convenient. They park somewhere like 20 minutes. This is from Brantford, 20 minutes from here, and then they just take the GO train.
They're making a lot of the remote areas more commutable because
Yeah.
they understand na yung karamihan ng employment is within Toronto or the GTA, di ba?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
unfortunately, not everybody can afford to live inside the GTA or Toronto.
Right. I actually know some people na ganun. So, but it's interesting if you guys are observing that more people are now willing to commute longer work to home
So-
para lang maka-access makabili ng bahay, no?
So, Ate Ina, dito sa amin sa Brantford, okay, I would say a good percentage, like a good chunk ng mga tao nagtitira dito, hindi dito nagtatrabaho.
Right.
Because sa umaga, the path to the 403, it's crazy busy. Crazy busy. So, isipin mo, kung lahat sila dito nagtatrabaho, why is the 403 so busy in the morning dito sa amin, di ba?
But then mindset lang yan eh.
Yeah.
I have one client from Scarborough going to Toronto, right? And they commute sometimes an hour and a half.
Oo.
Atina,
2 hours.
nung panahon
Reminds me
ko,
of back in Metro Manila. Marami kasing ganyan, di ba? Metro
Yeah.
Manila nag-work and then ang commute nila daw galing Cavite, Laguna, and then Rizal. Ang lalayo din, gano'n na rin pala.
Atina, nung araw, nung panahon ko, for 4
Oh.
years, I commuted from Oakville to Brantford. Okay? That was 45 minutes door to door, walang traffic.
Oo.
Kung merong traffic, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. I did that for 4 years because I had a goal to enter the real estate market while I was able to. Diba? Because karamihan ng mga mentors namin, they always say, the time to buy was probably yesterday.
Right,
You know?
right. Oo.
And nung bata ako, parang natanim sa utak ko yun, you know? Like, to build wealth, I have to enter this. And if it means na magsasacrifice ako ngayon, then so be it. And I did.
Right.
You know?
Oo. Kuya Puto, you mentioned earlier, those na baka nahihirapan, it's either they wait it out, or move out of the areas where house prices are high. But do you think house prices are going to go down, or it's more of just stabilizing at hindi na aakyat further? Will it ever go down again?
So this is what I noticed. Dati ayoko nung history sa eskwelahan. I really hated the history subject, right?
Okay.
Pero ngayon matanda na ako, natutunan ko, it teaches you about cycles. It's
Okay.
all about cycles, right? And bumaba yung real estate, tumaas yung real estate. Bumaba yung real estate, tumaas yung real estate. Your job is to watch the economy and watch the environment around you and predict. Hulaan mo or get a feel kung kailan tataas, kung kailan bababa. But it's a cycle. Hindi lahat laging taas, hindi lahat laging baba. And we've experienced the cycle.
And there's a
Kami
lot
dalawa.
of and there's a lot of talks with the government and other bodies that they have to bring it down. Of course, maapektuhan na yung mga homeowners that are planning to sell later on, but at the same time, for newcomers that are buying, it will help. And that's what they're trying to do, is to get
Yeah.
more people to get in.
Oo.
Because yung existing naman na homeowners, it's good that the real estate went up, but they need to calibrate it. Otherwise, they don't want Canada to crash, right?
But at the
Yeah.
same time, at the INA, if people are expecting for the prices to go back, like say 2006, 2007, when we first bought our house,
20
Hindi na
years ago,
mangyayari
grabe
yun.
naman yun. Oo, grabe
hindi na
naman.
mangyayari yun. But a lot of people, believe it or not, they think that way. Oh,
Really?
wait, dahil bababa yan, magiging, yung 400,000, magiging 150 na lang yan. No, that's not
Grabe
realistic.
naman. Yeah,
At
yeah.
least 20% the most, or maybe
Yeah.
even 30%, which it did already.
Yes.
Sa condos, 20%, I think.
Yeah,
And that
because
goes with the numbers.
yeah. So, are you seeing that trend also, Ate Susan, that more are shifting towards condos na lang? Kahit na baka mas masikip for their, bigger families, doon na lang muna kasi nga mahal yung mga detached homes. Is that something you're
So
seeing?
their mindset is, instead of paying 100% to the landlord, at least they're building their equity
Yeah.
sa condo. But at the same time, they need to be wise because they need to know when to bid or what to offer, because baka magbabaan nga, di ba?
See, condos are a little bit tricky, in my opinion, dahil you have to factor in the condo fees, maintenance fees, right? And typically, appreciation-wise, if that's what the goal is of the buyer, you're better off usually with a semi-detached or especially a detached.
Right.
Like, yung condos, it all depends on the buyer, but for the most part, parang mas mahirap i-move if you're trying to sell it
Later on.
Yeah.
later on. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Not only that, ang ano sa, parang nakakadismaya sa, I'll use that word, sa condo is, let's say, first year, 586 ang condo fees. The following year, it's 620. The
Yeah.
following year, 7. So one of the customers, it started at 670, now it's at 839.
And we've
Grabe,
seen
no?
condo fees at the INA above $1,000.
Grabe.
It's
oo
crazy.
That's your monthly expense.
And it will
Right,
never
right.
go down. It will never go down.
Forever, right? It will never
That's
end.
true.
It will just keep going up. And if there's, like, let's say, emergency from the condo board, guess what? Who are they gonna take that from? From the people, right? From the condo owners.
But at the same time, it all depends on the buyer, di ba? Dahil maraming mga single people dyan, gusto nila condo living because it's convenient.
Yeah.
Pero kung family kayo, it's probably best, it'll fit you better kung hindi condo. But
Okay.
then that depends on the individual, di ba?
Right.
Yeah.
The report also mentions, I just remembered now, the biggest issue, na-mention ni Kuya Puto to kanina, bakit hindi raw maka-afford ngayon, ni mismong 5% down payment nga, they're having a hard time.
Yes.
Ipunin yun. So how, maybe you can share some experiences with your recent clients. How are they mostly able to save up for their down payment? Okay.
It's called the bank of mom and dad.
Gifting,
Totoo yan.
yan ang tawag dyan, di ba? Oo.
Yes.
Yun
So, yeah,
usually ang nangyayari.
So if you have a timeline of 2 or 3 years, I'd say if you can afford paying $200 to $300 RSP, like, or FA, i-loan nyo yung pang down payment. Because let's say bumili ka 10,000-15,000 annually for
In-loan
RSP.
sa RSP, Ate Susan.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can pay it also within 2-3 years. Then you can maximize your tax refund if you're entitled for any, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's, if you want that goal, then you will have that goal and then go towards it, diba? Kasi
Mhm.
kung iisipin mo lang at ang mahirap talaga, like I said, if you have your parents like gifting you and Segway, the last thing you want is to sign up with some other companies and say, we got you, we'll
Yeah.
find the down payment for you. And we talk about
That's
that in previous, diba? So, mag-iingat sila dun because they don't want to put themselves into a predicament, sabi nga.
Oo,
Yeah.
oo.
Diba?
Mahirap din yung magko-cosign or whatever and then before you know it, hindi na sa'yo yung
Absolutely.
bahay mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay, last na
typically
lang.
though,
Ay, go
it all
ahead.
comes down to like, okay, sa akin, right? Nung nag-uumpisa kami, it's also lifestyle. Kung
Right.
talagang may goal ka na bunuin yung down payment na yun, number one, hindi ka bibili ng kotse ng mahal. Okay, number two, you lifestyle mo simple lang. Number three, you're not gonna incur like unnecessary expenses, diba? Dahil meron kang goal. And pag nasanay kang nagsisave, guess what? 2-3 years, nabuno mo na yung down payment na yun.
Plus
Right.
little dollar. Every dollar counts. Like don't even do maybe 1 year. It's hard to think you want to save 10,000 or 8,000 or 5,000. Do it on a weekly or every day. They say, oh, today we save $5. $5 times 5 is $25 times 1 year is how much, diba?
Okay.
Do it on
Yeah.
a daily basis.
Right. Okay. Before I ask my last question, ito, I found it. Nandito pa. Guys, screen grab ninyo ito. Yan. Screen grab this old contact info mo to. Level 2 na ngayon si Ate Susan, guys. But I'm sorry, Ate Susan, I don't have the updated one here in this, dito sa phone ko.
Good.
But take a screenshot of this. The contact information pareho pa rin naman. Okay? Before I go to my last question. Okay. Naku, kasi I just had an episode like yesterday ba or 2 days ago talking about building wealth via real estate investment with these reports. So is it still possible to build your wealth through real estate? Lalo na if you want to save up for retirement, because again, that's a common issue from immigrants among the immigrant community, 'di ba? Na parang hindi na nga nila kasi mama-maximize yung pension program, yung ganyan. So
Yes.
some are thinking baka okay sa real estate. Is it still possible nowadays with the home prices?
I'll put my 2 cents on that. It
Okay.
is. So
It is.
especially sa, let's say sa culture natin sa Filipino, right?
Mm.
We always believe na magkakasama is good, like mom, dad, even lola. If you have a goal, really buy like enough size, and then from there you save each and every person. Let's say one boyfriend girlfriend na mag-asawa isang kwarto. Guess how much you can save. And if you're happy living together and your goal is to build wealth, then do it that way. That's one I've been seeing that a lot. They're happy. They go on travels twice a year. They're happy because,
Okay.
they have that aspect na may cash sila anytime.
Okay.
Napansin ko rin, Ate Ina, nasa mindset din yan, di ba? Dahil, kung nakikita mo sa TV, couple, wife, husband, 2 kids, sila lang solo,
Yeah.
nobody else occupies the house, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, sure, that can be done. Sure, that can be realistic. But at the same time, dun sa the majority na medyo kapos, kung talagang gugustuhin mo, makakaya mo eh. You just need to sacrifice. The key word is sacrifice. And a lot of people need to understand their very first home will never be perfect.
Right.
But, you need to stop treating it like a house and start treating it like a home. That's when it becomes better. You build, and from there, you climb up the ladder.
Right.
But there has to be some sacrifices made. Hindi lahat magiging, this is my first home and this is going to be like my dream home. Like, unless you win the lottery, unless mayaman.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times going in or coming in when a family buys a house together or a home together, they have to think of as a team.
Yeah.
Not like, okay, kanya-kanya na tayo. This is my kwarto, this is that. Magkakagulo-gulo, and I've seen that. You have to have that harmony at all times. And when you have that harmony, guess what? Everybody would prosper.
Yeah.
Dahil
That's
isipin mo, Ate Ina, di ba dun sa article nakalagay $115,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If you get, for example, 4 people in your family combine their efforts, that's
Yeah.
4 incomes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure you can come up with something a little bit higher than 150,
Yeah.
considering what like a decent job pays right now, di ba?
Yeah.
But
So,
you just need to sacrifice. That's
right,
all.
right. If their goal is to build wealth or increase, hintay na lumaki yung equity, no? Kunyari, group sila ng 3 or 4. May kikitain ba sila? Let's say in 5 years, they wanna, o maghiwalay-hiwalay na tayo. May
Five
kikitain na ba
years is
sila
too
doon?
short. In real
No.
estate,
Yeah.
you have to think long term. It's the long game
Got
you're
it, got it.
playing. You have to play the
Okay.
long game.
Because we're at the ceiling,
Yeah.
sort of, and it's hard to get that increase. Unless when they
Yes.
buy this year, maybe sometime end of the year, that's the forecast, houses will go down a little bit again, then buy it. And
Mhm.
hopefully by that time, 5 years is what they say normally. You would see
Yeah.
something. But because of what happened with the 2022, 2023 bubble, it's hard.
Right. Okay. Well, yun lang guys ha. Baka meron pang ibang questions kayo dyan. You can put them in the comment section. Kuya Puto and Ate Susan are very accessible. Kung meron kayo ibang tanong dyan, okay, I would be happy to make them kulit again for for another episode, okay, to follow up on your questions. Thank you so much, Kuya
All right.
Puto and Ate Susan, for your time. Okay guys ha, kung hindi nyo screen grab yung contact info ni Ate Susan, yung email niya, yung gumagapang dyan sa baba. They are based in Brantford, but they can help you out with your mortgage needs almost anywhere you are in Canada.
From east to west,
Yeah, anyway,
we
Canada-wide.
work with
Okay.
partners, yes.
Thank
All
you
right.
so
Ingat
much.
sa
We'll
drive
end
and
this
have fun.
episode here. Bye,
Okay.
guys. Thank
Salamat.
you.